thermodynamics, energy has been given two states that I will tell you in first law. One is energy as a state variable, which is a property of a system and as described as point function. And another one is energy as a path function. Basically two forms of energy. One is energy in storage, that a system can store energy. For an example, let us see that a mass of gas at high temperature. What do you tell that gas is storing? The system of gas, what type of energy? Because of its temperature, its internal energy. Internal energy stored in the gas you consider. A fuel, sometimes we tell the chemical energy of the fuel, which can be converted into heat. By burning then, the heat can be converted into mechanical work. But always we tell that chemical energy, that is the bonding energy of the molecules. There are various ways a system can store energy by virtue of its temperature. That internal energy, that is more precise, the intermolecular energy. Another thing is that a mass of gas is there. You start the gas, you create the motion of the microscopic particles. Then we consider the gas as a system. Then we can tell, because of the motion of the particles, the system stores some energy, which is the kinetic energy of its particles. Another form of energy is the potential energy. That means if you place a system in a conservative force field, because of its position in a conservative force field, the energy is stored in the system because some work is done to place it in a conservative force field. So these are the energies which can be stored in the system. So thermodynamics tells this energy altogether as an internal energy of the system. Another energy comes into picture. These are not stored within the system. These are energy in transfer. That means this cannot be conceived when a system is in equilibrium state. This can be conceived only in the form of transit, when there is a process takes place. This type of energies are classified into two groups, that is work transfer and heat transfer. Heat transfer means this is the kind of energy in transit by virtue of temperature difference and flows in the direction of the negative temperature gradient, means from high temperature to low temperature. And all other forms of energy transfer is all work transfer. So the various types of work transfer in thermodynamics are displacement or PdV work, paddle wheel work, flow work, and shaft work. Displacement work means work done by the displacement of the system boundary. This is associated with the closed system, and there is no restriction whether its volume will be fixed or not. The system boundary can either expand or collapse. Because of the displacement of the system boundary containing a fixed mass, the work transfer which takes place with its surroundings is the displacement work. But there is a specific theme in between. The displacement work specifically implies the work because of the displacement of the system boundary in a quasi-equilibrium process. That means system has to expand or collapse slowly through limited equilibrium states. So if we consider this as a system, and if P is the internal pressure of the system and Pex we can consider as the external pressure to the system. So from the figure it is clear that if Pex, that means the external pressure, is greater than P, that is the more than the internal pressure of the system, then the system boundary will collapse. And if P is greater than Pex, that is the internal pressure of the system is more than the external pressure, the system boundary will expand. So during the expansion and collapse, we can say that the boundary, that is the system boundary, will move, or the displacement of the system boundary will take place, and due to which there will be a work done, that is a displacement work. So why this displacement work is termed as PDV work? Let's see. So if we consider a piston cylinder arrangement in which in the initial state we can say that the pressure and the volume of the gas is P1 and V1. So from the figure it is clear that the internal pressure of the gas is equilibrium with the help of the various weights, that is W1, W2 and W3. So if we move the W1, the W2, the W3 one by one, then what will happen? The piston will move upwards, and at last the system will come to a final state, that is the state 2. So we can say that the weight W is nothing but pressure into area. So the work done can be said that W equals to P into A into dz. So we can say it is clear in the picture that dz is nothing but the displacement of the piston due to the removal of weight. So we can say that the work done is now P into A into dz, which is P into dV, that is the pressure into displacement volume. So the entire work done from initial state to the final state is W12, and that is the integration of PDV.
Next is paddle wheel work. So from the figure you can see that as the weight is lowered and the paddle wheel turns, there is work transfer into the fluid system which gets stirred. Since the volume of the system remains constant, we can say that integration of PDV equals to 0. If m is the mass of the weight lowered through a distance dz and t is the torque transmitted by the shaft in rotating through an angle d theta, the differential work transfer to the fluid is given by dw equals to mg dz, which is equals to t d theta. And we can then say that the total work transfer is w equals to integration from 1 to 2 mg dz, which is, we can say that, integration of t d theta. Now we come to the flow work. The flow work significantly only in a flow process or an open system. It represents the energy transferred across the system boundary as a result of the energy imparted to the fluid by a pump, blower or compressor to make the fluid flow across the control volume. So it is basically the work that required to maintain the continuous flow, and it is associated with the control volume. So here in the picture we can see that here it is a control volume and there is an inlet portion and another one is outlet portion, and there is a imaginary piston. So if the fluid goes through the inlet portion, obviously there will be a force that will act on the piston and the piston will move to the right hand side for a displacement of L, and the pressure that is exerted on the piston is P, and the mass of fluid that is there, that is M, and the volume is V. So we can say that the work done is equals to pressure into area into the displacement length, that is L. And in case of flow work we mention this as a work done per unit mass of fluid. So we have written here that is W by M, that is work done per unit mass of fluid, and that is equals to PAL by rho AL, where rho is the density of the fluid. So from this we can see that the after cancelling out area and length we will get that P by rho, and that is termed as P into small v. Here small v is the specific volume of the particular fluid. Next is shaft work. This shaft work is basically associated also with the control volume, And from the picture we can see that when a shaft which is taken as a system is rotated by a motor, there is work transfer into the system, and this is because the shaft can rotate a pulley which can raise a weight. So if T is the torque applied to the shaft and d theta is the angular displacement of the shaft, then we can say that the shaft work is W equals to integration of T d theta. And also the shaft power is T d theta by d tau, which is equals to T omega, where omega is the angular velocity and T is considered a constant in this case.